persuade you. I'm trying to persuade you. So I'm going to have to talk about hell. I'm going to have to talk about burning in the lake of fire. I have to talk about eternal torment, endless suffering. You're suffering forever. Forever. Do you think I want my fellow man to suffer forever in hell? Do you think I want my fellow neighbor? You're my neighbor. You're my neighbor. I'm warning my neighbor. I'm trying to persuade my neighbor of the coming judgment upon America when the wrath of God is being revealed. I'm telling you, the day of the Lord is going to burn like an oven. An oven. And the proud and the arrogant are going to be burned up like stubble. He's not going to flood the earth. God promises not to flood the earth. But he's going to come back by fire because he's an all-consuming fire. Yes, the day of the Lord is going to come like a thief in the night, and the heavens are going to pass away with a great noise, and all the elements are going to burn, burn, burn. If you don't turn to Christ and be covered by his love and mercy, you're going to burn when he burns up the earth. Oh, I'm telling you, I don't want anyone to burn. I got burned before. Have you ever been burned? Oh, it's the worst feeling. I remember my daughter playing volleyball and she backed into the barbecue, the Weber. Oh, she burned herself. She screamed. How do you even comfort? I couldn't even comfort my daughter. I put ice on it. She's still screaming, burning. She fell into the barbecue and burned herself. Oh, it was terrible. And the worst part, the tender part of the leg and the back of the thigh. Oh, that hurts. I know you've been burned before. Why would I talk about it? Because you have forgotten the punishment of one lie. You have forgotten that outburst of anger is sin. Having sex out of marriage is sin. Looking at pornography is sin. Lusting over the women when they walk by is sin. You will be burned for that sin. I was a chief of sinners. But now, he's no longer angry with me. Jesus Christ took the wrath of God for me. He's my substitute. He's my stand-in. He stood in my place and said, Kevin, you deserve hell. I'm going to die for you. I'm going to rescue you. I'm going to forgive you. I'm going to cleanse you. I'm going to change you. I'm going to do a miracle, something supernatural in your life. I'm going to take that wicked heart you have, that selfish, self-centered heart, where everything is about you. You've exalted yourself, Kevin, above measure. But I'm going to take that heart of stone and I'm going to give you a heart of flesh. I'm going to give you a heart of flesh. And not only that is I'm going to cause you to walk in my ways. I'm going to give you the power to resist the evil, choose the good. I'm going to give you the power not to look at pornography. I'm going to give you the power not to smoke marijuana. I'm going to give you the power not to indulge in alcohol. I'm going to give you the power. I got the power. I got the power. I got the power that I'm going to come out of the grave. I'm going to be alive. I'm going to be a resurrection. Jesus was raised from the dead. I'm going to come out of the grave. And I'll tell you, it's going to be beautiful. I get a new name, new body. I inherit the earth. Christ is my exceeding great reward. I have so many promises I could tell you about of what God has told me personally as I'm his child. I'm his friend. I made friends with God. I made peace with God. I've been reconciled back to God. I walk with him. I know him. All you know is how far your pants are hanging down. I mean, what is hanging onto the crotch? You guys holding your pants up. I just don't get it. I don't get it. Somebody tell me if that ain't full of demonic. That is not normal. That is not right. Does anybody see it? But you kids love it. At least you're not wearing them. I tell you, I'm concerned about this next generation. I'm concerned about you, young man. I mean, you don't have any wisdom. You need wisdom. You need to ask God for wisdom. Wisdom, no, you got nothing. Everything you are is foolishness. It's foolishness.
I'm not the one on the chair.
No, I'm talking about him who's full of wisdom, knowledge, truth. And guess what? He lives in me. He lives in me. I can't believe it. I have all the treasures of wisdom and knowledge at my disposal. Because in Jesus are all the treasures of wisdom and knowledge. Not in you. Not in you. No, I've been born again. You're a sinner, I'm a saint. You're wicked, I'm righteous. You walk in darkness, I walk in the light. You're a child of the devil, hell-bound. I'm a child of God, I'm heaven-bound. These are the two. You're on the broad road, lots of people on your road. I'm on the narrow road. Very difficult. I'm striving to get in. It's hard. It's hard to be a Christian. Everybody hates you. Everyone mocks you. Everyone laughs at you. Oh, I don't have friends, but you have lots of friends. You think you do. They all laugh at you behind your back. Where are they? Oh, I'll tell you, 85% of the nation have no friends. You're in there. I have friends. I have true friends right here. Oh, he won't stab me in the back. He loves me. He'll lay down his life. I call him at 2 in the morning, stranded on the side of the road. He'll get out of his pajamas and come straight to me. Oh, this man right here, he'd lay down his life for me. Do you have anyone that really loves you? Anyone that cares about you? I mean, really, it's not this selfish thing that if I do this for him, he's going to do it for me sometime. Oh, I'll tell you. I'm talking about life. When Jesus Christ is in another man and Christ is in you, oh, you see the power of God. You see the love of God. You see the greatness of our God. Jesus Christ is his name. Under the wrath and justice of God. The judgment of God. It's infinite because he is infinite. He is holy. And he can't even behold or look upon iniquity. But see, you mock it. You laugh at it. You think it's a joke. That God does not see and he does not hear and you're not accountable. And that you can do whatever you want and you're not responsible. You're responsible. You are responsible. There is a purpose for living. There is a reason. There is a reason, and every time you reject God's love and mercy to forgive you right now of your horrifying sin, the things that you have done that are so bad, and God says, I will forgive you. I will cleanse you. You don't have to burn. You don't have to go into eternity forever. You don't have to be weeping and wailing. Oh, people, you don't understand the seriousness. The God of this world, Lucifer, Satan, the devil, the fallen cherub, the one who was created, who has fallen to the earth, has blinded your eyes that you would not see the light of the glorious gospel. So we come out with the gospel, the power of the cross, Christ crucified, that your eyes might see that Jesus Christ is the light and he would shine in your heart and convict you of your sin. Sin, that's why I have to describe sin. That's why I have to describe your love of money. It's sin, covetousness, sin. I have to describe it because people think sin is relative. Your sin is your sin, my sin is mine. No, God has told us what sin is. The transgression of his law. The very first law that God had created, that God had stated, thou shalt have no other gods before me. That is the one that you are living in. You have placed yourself in the position of God. You are doing what you want, whenever you want, and thinking that you're not going to be held accountable. You make up your own rules and your own ideas. You lean on your own understanding, and you will not acknowledge God in all of your ways. And so that's why you can look at pornography and say, hey, no one sees me. I'm in secret. Oh, it's dark. No one sees what I'm doing, but God sees. Behold, the eyes of the Lord are in every place, beholding the evil and the good. Everything is going to lay bare. Everything is going to be known. Everything is going to be seen. All your secret sins, all the skeletons in the closet. It don't matter time. If you're 60 right now and you sinned when you were 20, oh, on the day of judgment, everything from childhood all the way through will lay bare. And you will see why. God will give you a revelation of why you deserve hell. And I hope God gives you a revelation right now. That God would speak to you right now, and that the Spirit of the living God, the Holy Spirit, would come and convict you of your sin, and that you don't harden your heart and sear your conscience and become a reprobate mind. You know what a reprobate is? It's where you don't feel bad lying to your neighbor. You don't feel bad cheating on your girlfriend. You don't feel bad stealing from your boss. You don't feel bad looking at a woman lusting over her next to you and your wife is next to you. You don't feel bad, your outburst of anger. Oh, I'll tell you, you sear your conscience, you justify yourself in the sight of men. But God knows your heart. God knows your heart. The heart of man. See, all of your righteousness, all of your good works, all of your great deeds, everything that you think that you deserve heaven or that you earn it or you're worthy to stand before God because you're a good person. Look at you. You're not homeless. You do good things. You have a job. You love your mother. Oh, on the day of judgment, when you stand before God, all of your righteousness, all the things that you thought were